Well, what's going on, everyone? Give y'all another beaver update because y'all really like hearing about the beavers update here. So this past Wednesday, the federal guy, who is also the trapper, came out to check the traps he set out Monday, I think it was, and he caught two beavers, two, so that's good. Now, fortunately, I hate to say this, yes, he did kill him. All right. He did use lethal weapons or traps, you want to say, that I think it calls shears, I think. And basically, what it does is just breaks the beaver's back. I know that's cruel. I know it is, my friends, and trust me, I know that it's cruel. I hate it for them, and I know that you guys, some of y'all hate that. You hear that the beavers were killed when they could be relocated to a different location, a place where they're much needed. You could do that, but eventually, what's going to happen is that those beavers are going to make their way back here because this is where they kind of like build their little home and stuff like that. So they'll eventually come back. Eventually, so to get rid of the issue, they kill them. Um, Now the beaver population is very high in North America, so uh, taking a few beavers out is okay, I guess. But some of y'all are probably saying that I'm just doing this to protect my RC park since it's right here at the creek, and that's not it. That's not true. I'm not protecting the park. I can care less about the park. What I care about is protecting my property, my home, my neighborhood. That's why I'm doing this. Because if this creek is not flowing properly, not draining and flowing properly, what's going to happen is that it's going to have flooding like a few months ago. We had that little flash flood that came through southeastern North Carolina there. It dumped a lot of rain on us for 3 days. And it caused the whole backyard to flood up. That's because the beaver dam back there. All right. That water had nowhere to go, so it went upwards. And if it goes up to the house, I'm in trouble. You know, so I'm doing this to not protect the RC park, but I'm doing this to protect, like I said, my property, my home, my neighborhood. And if this, like I said, if it's not draining properly, not flowing properly, it's going to cause flooding issues, and it's going to put our homes, my home, my neighbors' homes, in risk of flooding, and we don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm out here trying to take care of these beavers as best I possibly can. So I want y'all to know what I'm talking about. Get why I'm doing this. Not because of the RC park, like I said. I can care less about it. All right, now it is trash with leaves and stuff. That's fall, winter months and stuff. But yeah, I want to let y'all know that I'm not doing it to protect my RC park. I'm just doing it to protect everything I have, and help the neighbors out as well. Um, so that's the reason why I'm doing it. I know that the beavers are a valuable creature in the ecosystem. Uh, they do some good. Not only just blocking up rivers and creeks and stuff like that, they're actually like building a community for other animals to live in. And I get that, and some areas need it and some areas don't. And the area that does not need it is in a residential area like I live in. We don't need that because that's going to cause flooding. All right. And I live here in the coast of North Carolina. All right, I live on the coast of North Carolina. We get a lot of tropical storms and hurricanes. You can look it up and you see that the amount of lists of hurricanes we had. And if we had another hurricane, I'd be flooded. It's happened a few times before where we were surrounded by water. There's been times where a couple of my neighbors lost their houses because of flooding and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that this creek is staying properly, flowing and draining properly, so that issue won't happen. All right. Now I'm sure that everybody can agree with me. if someone or something comes onto your property that's putting your property, is causing damage to your property, that's risking your home, your family, you're going to fight that thing or that person. And it happens to be the Beavers, you know. I'm trying, to protect everything that I have here. All right, that's why I'm doing this. Not because of this little thing right here. I can care less about that, but I'm just trying to protect what I have. So, but what I can say about it. But take a look at the dam here. Let me switch the camera around. No, I still hadn't messed with the dam yet. I initially thought the federal guy told me that he put a trap here. That was false. There was no trap here. There's traps somewhere back in that area over there. But I decided to leave it alone for the time being. I mean, water is flowing through it, as you can hear it and see it. So my little pipe system has worked. It's definitely keeping the water flowing, so that's good. So there is some water flowing, but eventually, once he gets rid of all the beavers, I will come back here and I'll knock it down, and the water will flow out. The federal guy also went back to the main dam, which is back that way somewhere, and bust a hole in it and set up a couple traps there to hopefully trap the beavers. Now, last month or so, I saw at least 5 of these suckers back here. All right. So if he's caught 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 of them so far, there's probably one more, or maybe even a little bit more than probably more than I know. So, but the federal guy has about 14 more times he can come out here to resolve this issue. And once he thinks that there is no more building going on, if it's not flooding up anymore, then or they're not back here anymore, then he'll call the county in to come out here and tear down the dams and get the water to flow out of here. And so then I can get into the cleaning process and clean up some of the stuff and all that, like this dam. But yeah. So there you go, my friends. There's my update for the channel on the beaver issue. Like I said, I know that you guys, some of you hate to hear that the beavers are being killed, but they are considered to be pests. When they're causing damage to people's property and homes, they're considered to be pests. And what way to get rid of a pest? By killing it. All right, that's the only really way to get rid of the issue is by just killing them. And I know it's a hateful thing, and if you guys want to call me a murderer or a killer, I'm not the killer. The federal guy is. He's the one coming back here and trapping them. Yes, I could let these little groomers live back here and build and have the little happy family, but it's going to put my property in risk of flooding. And if my property is going to be at risk of flooding, then I have to take out flood insurance and stuff, and that's going to make insurance rise up more. So don't want that. So trying to keep this thing well drained, well flowed, so I don't have that issue. So I don't have to take out flood insurance or anything like that. But so yeah, but all right, my friends. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this update. I know some of you are not going to enjoy this update because of hearing about killing these beavers, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I know some of y'all wish y'all could come out here and just take care of the beavers, move them to a different area, and that's, hey, if you want to do that, come on out. You're more than welcome. I'll tell you where I live at. I'll tell you where you can trap them at, get them, take them wherever. I'm just I really want the issue to be resolved, so that way my property is not going to be at risk of flooding and stuff like that. I know I said this a ton already, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands why I'm doing this. you know, and I'm not doing it for the park. I'm doing it to protect everything that I have, and everything that everybody else has. All my neighbors down the side of the creek here are well protected. You know, because I don't want them to lose their homes. I don't want to lose my home. I don't want their property to be damaged. I don't want my property to be damaged. You know, we just got to do what we need to do. You know, and like I said, I'm sure that everybody will agree with me. If something or someone comes on your property and causes damage to your property, you're going to be highly upset about it, and you're going to fight because it's your property, it's your land. You know, your house is there, your family's there, and you want to do all in your power to make sure that, you know, your property is well protected, your family's well protected, your home is well protected. You know, this is where I come home to live, not here in the park, but up there. And I just don't want it to go underwater or cause major issues to my land and stuff, you know. So yeah, but that water is not supposed to be up here. It's supposed to be way back there in the main portion of the creek. So hopefully this will get fixed here soon. But till then, it is what it is. All right, my friends. So I'm going to cut it off here. So yeah. Well, I'll see y'all in the next RC video or update. If you want to say, the federal guy, the trapper, is supposed to come back out here, I think Wednesday, come back out here Friday to check the traps, because Wednesday he did set up a few traps. Like I said, he set up a few by the main dam. So we'll see what that, you know, what he gets. I did hear him I think last night or the other night. I did hear him, yeah, actually last night or whenever, but I did hear him back here splashing around. I don't know if that was them getting into the trap and splashing, or they're just building. But anyway, that's it, my friends. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.